So for those of you who can't click the link, just in a few minutes you are going to be getting the emails to you. All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Big welcome. Big welcome. We just spend the next few minutes trying to get more people to join. See you all. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all so much for joining. All right. Good evening again. Good evening once again. I'm so excited about this evening. I am so excited about this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. All right. So thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for showing up. We just want to spend the next few minutes just welcoming more people. Welcoming more people. Oh, Felieze, I can see you. I can see you. I have my brain ready for input. My bro. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thank you all for joining. Looking forward to an amazing time. Really looking forward to an amazing time. Just a few more minutes. At exactly 7:15, we will be kicking off our conversation. At exactly 7:15, we'll be kicking off our conversation. So I need you all to be ready. I need you all to show that energy, to get involved, to get ready. I see you all. Samuel Balogun, thank you for joining. Golden, thank you for joining. Who else am I seeing? Lucy, Elijah, thank you for joining. Where's Joshua Dinaka, my bro? All right. I'd like to welcome you all to this amazing session. It's the Leadership Advantage Conference, and I'm so excited to kick off this session. This is something that I've planned towards for a while now. Thought about it, really pushed for this, so that we can have a forum where we really discuss credible information, real information that actually make for change and for transformation, right? Not just fluff and just false hope, no, but real information. So finally glad that we are here. Thank you all, every one of us who have been able that are here right now, right? So, um, all right. So the big question, that we are going to try to answer today, the big question that we're going to try to answer today, the big question we're going to try to answer today is: Is there real advantage? Is there real advantage for leadership? Is, is there any difference for a person who spends time and invests in himself? Is there a difference? Is there a difference for the person that invests the time, the effort, the energy to develop and to build themselves? Does it matter? 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 Does it matter if that a person spends ample time, spends quality time to build their leadership, to develop themselves, and to create space for themselves on the earth? Does it matter? The big answer to that question is yes. The big answer to that question is yes. And it is that answer and how a person develops leadership that we are going to be speaking on today. We are going to be addressing critically what leadership is, how leadership is built, and how that built leadership over a period of time amounts to proper advantage. That is all of the things that we are going to be extracting today. That's all of the things that we are going to be extracting today. All right. So um, I hope that every one of us, came here ready, came here prepared, um, came here to share, came here to learn. Also came online here to also connect with like-minded people as well. All right. So I would like to really, really, really welcome you all. I would like to welcome you all to Leadership Advantage Conference for 2025. I would like to welcome you all to Leadership Advantage Conference 2025. 2025. All right. So the next voice you are going to be hearing, the next best thing that will be coming on board right now is, for the purpose of this conversation, I can call him my friend, I can call him my guy, I can call him a lot of names. But he's been a solid, 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 solid voice, in my own journey, and glad to have attended that salesman's class about, I think, 5 or 6 years ago right now. So I'm really excited to have him. I'm really excited to have him right now here to be a part of what we are doing as we launch this at Leadership Development Conference, and also launch our products that we're going to be launching and be showing to the people who are here. All right. So he's actually here with me in the studio, right? So I will not be bringing him online. I'll be switching with him, and then he'll be taking over. And then he'll be handling what I didn't give him topic. Don't worry, let him just flow. All right. So can we just receive Olumati Isaiah? All right, to the stage, to the studio. All right.
Thank you. Oh, all right. Yeah. The bigger the head, the bigger the vision. Okay. Um, I hope you can see me. I'm pretty tall And then this setting for people not as tall as me. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this space for leadership. And I trust we're all fine. So if you are here and you're paying attention, just type in the comment section, be brave with your life. If you do that, I'm able to take a count. I see we have 70 people live. So be brave with your life. Oh, yes, Anita, I see you. There's Joel, I see you. There's Lucy, I see you. Inspirational Benga Baoli. I see Sunday Emmanuel. Brave with your life. Be brave with your life. Be brave with your life. Zediche Zako. Um, oh yeah, so we're here. We're picking up. I like, I like. The conversation around leadership, let's jump right in. The conversation around leadership is one that we can have for nearly a lifetime. Leadership can be conversed around in total isolation, and then leadership can be conversed in context. We have to find the blend between isolation and context at every time, or better still, individualism and context. Uh, Part of the questions, one of the most recurring questions about leadership that people would always ask is, are leaders born or are leaders made? That conversation is, you know, a bit of a history, but it is really cutting what is called Adrelian philosophy. And fundamentally, the idea that leaders are born is a Greek idea. So the Greeks often believe in a few features, and with that kind of features, they insist that one is a natural leader. So, interestingly, the Greeks believe that if you are tall, then you have been bestowed upon by the gods to be a leader. They believe that if you have pointed nose, you have also been bestowed by the gods to be a leader. If you had blue eyes, they believe that you are a leader. What else do they believe? If you were blessed with oratory, they believe that you are a leader. And then if you are bold, they believe that you are a leader. All of these were carefully documented. But lastly, they believe that if the color of your skin is without pigmentation, you are fair, then you are a leader. So this is how they chose leaders within these parameters. These parameters were very important parameters. So if you were not caught within these parameters, it is assumed that you are not a leader. But time has shown that the pigment of our skin or the coloration of our eyes, whether we have pointed nose or flat nose, doesn't determine who a leader is. There is more to a leader than all of these things. So then, if we have dismantled what was their conviction then, though we have realized that it was merely a myth. Then it leaves us with one truth: a leader is not born, all leaders are made. A leader is not born, all leaders are made. There is no natural leader, they are made leaders. I want that to sink for a while because I'm convinced that you have held the thought forever that they are born leaders. They are no born leaders. All leaders are made. Now stay with me. And if you can hear me, write this down. Leadership is different from position. Leadership is different from position. Someone says the view on leadership was petty, stereo, pretty stereotypical, wasn't it? Absolutely, it was. It was absolutely stereotypical. All leaders are made. Now, when I say all leaders are made, I feel I hazard a guess that your first thoughts will differ to positional leadership. I am not talking about positional leadership such that one is made a leader in a position. You can be a leader who has been given or assigned a position, and you can be a leader who has no position. Stay with me. So let's give it a base that makes sense and is easy to recall. Who is a leader? A leader is anyone. A leader is anyone who can influence people to do, to think, to act, and to be a part of an idea. To do, to think, to act, and to be part of an idea. So a leader affects you logically, emotionally, and helps you drive vision. That leader can do this within the confines of positional leadership, which means he can do this in an office, in a position, or can do it outside an office and outside a position. Now, this explains why you can have a team, you can have a group with a leader, but it seems like the team is built around some other person. I recall having a conversation with a particular group, and someone within the group, said to me, said, "Look, principal, this guy X is the leader of the group. However, he is not the chairman of the group." And then I asked him, "Why have you said so?" And he says, "Listen, even the chairman of the group waits for him to figure out how we will move before he now comes for a meeting. So they have to have a meeting. He takes the idea from him and then presents it." So he's not in the position of leadership, but he's a leader within humility. Beyond the pigmentation of skin, eyes, and nose, beyond that myth amuse me. What are the qualities? What would be the quality of a leader? So you can write with me in the comment section. I'm reading so I can trust that you are following. And I'm going to take it in no particular order, but they will all come together to build up on the total idea tonight. Great. Now, pardon me, there's a bit of distraction. Okay. A leader is anyone or one of the characteristics of a leader would be that a leader is bold. Leadership requires a measure of confidence. Because leadership begins inside out, which means that a leader must first be able to lead himself. A leader must have the courage, have the courage to lead. Courage to lead is embedded in being bold. A leader has to be bold to face his own thoughts first before transmitting his thoughts to those who will walk around him. It is why you will find that my biggest mantra is be brave with your life. You cannot be brave until you are bold. Leaderships or leaders live in multiple worlds. Sometimes they are ahead of their generation. It takes being bold, it takes being courageous to speak about a time that does not yet exist. It takes being bold, it takes being courageous to assure a people that you can take them to a place that they have never been. Being bold is important for every leader. Two, a leader is visionary. A leader always has a picture of where we are going. A leader always has a picture of what should be achieved, the heights to be attained. It is important that a leader embodies vision. Any leader who does not have vision in terms of the sight and the mind is only taking a stroll. In vision, you find foresight to be able to see ahead, to know what is coming, or to know where we should be. A leader knows how to question his circumstances. And there are a number of questions leaders must always ask. Every time, a leader is asking the following questions. A leader is asking what, how, why, what else, and how else. Five questions leaders are asking. They're asking what, they're asking how, they're asking why, they're asking what else, and they're asking how else. These five questions never leave them. They are able to confront their circumstances and audit it within the frames of these five questions. Are we taking note? What gives strength to your quality of leadership? One of the things that gives strength to quality of leadership at every time is the ability to be precise on what the end goal is. Leaders will always lead with purpose in mind. Purpose is simply the end goal of a thing, the result of a thing, the take home of a thing at the end of the day, or better still, the achievement that has to come out of what they do. So leaders are always focused on that achievement. Leadership is also driven by urgency. Leaders understand that time is critical to achieving any goal. So at every point in time, there is a sense of urgency. Note that I use the word urgency, not desperation. Urgency means understanding that time is limited. Time is not elastic. You will only have 24 hours in your life. Every leader works understanding that within the limitation of time, goals must be achieved. If you miss that time, you will not have another time extension. You will move into the next day. So leaders work with urgency. While nobody can always be 100% precise, leaders work with a measure of precision and accuracy. It means they are often really critical about vetting their thoughts, vetting their ideas, and the pathway that leads to the establishment or the accomplishment of their thoughts, their ideas. Lastly, leaders don't have a single vision, they have a string of visions. I like you to write that down because I will close on that note. Leaders don't have a single vision, they have a string of vision. Now, I have said this to say that leaders are progressive. This is how a leader functions. And I like you to take note of this in your life. A leader will always have a dream, and that dream is tied to another dream, which is tied to another dream. It is okay for you at this point to maybe have a single vision. But after 5 years of your life, wanting to be a leader or being a leader, you must have multiple visions. Why do you require multiple visions? Multiple visions will determine if your leadership will be enduring. Every brand, every leader who has phased out within their lifetime, phased out on the grounds that their dream was limited. Write that down. Every leader who have phased out within their lifetime only phased out on the grounds that their dreams were limited or their dream was limited. It was not tied to another dream. So, what is your dream or what is your vision as a leader? What else comes after your dream or your vision as a leader? That's up to you. I hope I'll get the next time to deal with this, the progressive thought or the progressive direction of a leader so that you can grasp this. So I'll leave that pending so that you can come back, to class. Because we got homework to do, right? So it's important you think at that level. Let's wrap it up at this. Leadership is more about the people than self. If what you always think about is yourself every time you think about leadership, you are honestly, definitely going to fail. The success of every leader is tied to his success in serving the people. If I were going to put this into a mathematical equation, I would say that leadership L is equals to service S times the number of people it greets. Leadership L is equal to service S times the number of people it greets. So it means that the more people you can lead, the more successful you become as a leader. The more people you can lead, the more influential you become as a leader. The more people you serve, the more successful you become as a leader. Shall I take it again? Leadership L is equals service S times the number of people you greet or serve. The more people you can serve, the more successful you become as a leader. The more people you can influence, the more successful you can become as a leader. Leadership has to be more of the people than it is about you. I hope you have learned something tonight. Okay, through the next 10 minutes, I would like us to take questions. I can see I can see my Oga online. He'll be coming up. I'm not going to say, but welcome, sir. Okay, so I'm reading the comment section. I'll be happy to take your questions. Um, I'll be happy to take your questions through the next 10 minutes so that we can move to the next speaker who is. Please go ahead, Sunday Emmanuel. You don't have to tell me you have a question. Just ask your question. I can read the comment section. I can read. Just go on. We have 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes, I'll be out. So 7:56, I'll be out. I'm on a timer. So someone is asking, how do you arrange your stream of vision in order of priorities? How do you arrange your so it's at every time priority has to do with time. Priority has to do with context. Priority has to do with time. Priority has to do with context. Within your context, you can tell what is your priority. Within your context, you can tell what is your priority. Within the measure of leverage you have, you can tell what is your priority. And when you now look at that, you can then arrange your priorities in such a way that it builds up. And when you arrange your priorities, you have to know what becomes leverage for the next step. You have to know what becomes leverage for the next step. Someone asked the question. I hope I answered your question. Someone says, um, "Please, what if I am a leader but an introvert?" I like that question. The reason why I like the question, that is Sunday Emmanuel. Sunday Emmanuel, interestingly, I am introverted. Those who know me know I live in my head. Those who know me know I don't like events. Those who know me know I don't like being in front of people. I am terribly introverted. If you live with me, you have to be genius in communication to get me to talk to you because I live in my head. I am always working. I don't like to be out. But what has happened over the years is I understand my calling. I know I'm called for kings. I know I'm called for queens. I know I'm called for princes. I know I'm called for governments of nations. And I know I'm called for senior executives. What kills introvertedness is the understanding of your calling. It is now a responsibility. Once leadership becomes responsibility, certain things can't hold you once you have to take on your assignment. So I hope that helps. As a leader in a group, 60% are following you, but the rest never believed in you. What is the way out? The way out is to respect the sensibility of 60%. I'll take that again to Samuel. The way out is to respect the sensibility of 60%. Hear me. I have the 5% ratio. That's how I work. I believe a team of five can be stronger than a team of 100. Every leader must know that to achieve his goals or to achieve his results, he does not need everybody. One who has 60% people who believe in him as an army. Do you get that? So don't be worried about that. Promoted Rita is asking, must the string of vision be in one direction, or can you have vision in different direction? By all means, you can have your vision in different direction. It does not have to be in one direction. It can be in different direction as long as it complements your end purpose at the end of the time. How can one be a leader without being in leadership position? Remember what I said, that a leader must first lead himself. A leader is also one who has influence. You don't need leadership position to influence people. You just need relationships. You just need access. You just need to be in their space. If you are in their space, if you have relationships with people, if you have access with them, then you can influence them. Okay, yes. So I think I've responded to all the questions I've seen. I hope I didn't miss out any of your questions. But if I did miss out your question, please do a mail to um, Joshua Triumphant. He'll make available a mail to you. Do a mail, and I'm going to respond to all your questions and make it available till I come your time. So if I come your way next time, for all that matters, as I will always say, be brave with your life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank Please, I hope people clapped. Did I see a lot of clapping and standing and screaming and shouting? Did anybody pass out? All right. An amazing session there. An amazing session. I hope you learned. I can see the next. Oh my god. I can see. So I just see you. I just see you CPT. I just saw you CPT. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. So very quickly, very quickly. All right. So what one word will you describe Mr. Olumati's session as? What one word? Very quickly. I'm looking at the comments. What one word will you describe Mr. Olumati's session as? I'm seeing mind shifts, a lot of fire emojis. All right. So without actually wasting some time, please can you I don't want to call your name. Operator, can you help me put up the landing page on the site? I'd like to show you very quickly something that we have before we bring up can we okay, you know what? I would have loved to show you very quickly something we have been working on. I would like to present it and show you guys. It's an amazing body of work that spanned the last 10 years of my life. My focus, my dedication, and my commitment have always been about people's growth, people's development, and people's transformation. It has guided every, every single activity I've committed myself to. I have been driven by the idea of moving people from point A to point B, whatever those points are to them. And that has been it has been my one single obsession. I've done multiple type of kind of jobs. I've played in different roles. I've played in consulting. I've played in the tech space. I'm currently in the tech space as well. But among all of these things, one of the single most important commitments that I make every day is when I meet people, how do I how do I contribute to their next phase of growth? I know a couple of my friends, a couple of my protégés, a couple of my people are on this live session. They have diverse testimonies of how practical transformation, practical transformation. All right. So I will be unveiling a couple of things. I will be showing what the next phase of our work will be and how you can be a part of that work. It's all about leadership, how you can be a part of that work. So, but before we go into all of that and as we say any of our time, I'd like to bring up an amazing voice, an amazing voice of leadership, of transformation, of the winning mindset. In one of the foremost speakers in this country, who is a father of giants, as they say. So happy. Uh, our relationship is just about a few months now, but it has been quite enriching. Every time we're on the phone discussing, it's always if they record our session and put online, things will first scatter first. Some things will first scatter. All right. Please, can you share my screen? Share the screen with Mr. Elisha first. Uh,
The baddest guy.
It's been amazing to last few months just connecting, just connecting with you. You know, just
Thank you.
the privilege of having those conversations
Thank you.
and
Thank
knowing
you.
that you are as really in private as you are in public has been also very interesting. So, you know what I'm saying? You know this our space. This our
Yes.
space. This our, so
Thank you.
Mr. Mamman will be taking us for the next 20, 30 minutes as well. Please
Yeah.
get ready, get open your notes, get ready to learn another dose of real transformative insights and all that. So, sir, over to you. A big thank you, and let's receive Mr. Elisha Mamman to the Leadership Advantage Conference.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joshua. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was an amazing time listening to my Egbon speaking earlier. I consider this a huge privilege, and I see this as one in a lifetime opportunity to be a blessing to somebody else. Again, thank you so much, Mr. Joshua Triumphant, for this privilege and for hosting the Leadership Advantage Conference 2025. It is an honor to be here. Everyone, it's good to be here. If you can hear me, just go to the comment section and say, yay, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us the privilege of your ears and of your heart. So quickly, I don't have too much to say like my Egbon. My Egbon has spoken majorly. So I will just give you a few things that Mr. Joshua has insisted I share with you. Consider, today I'll be talking about goal setting as an advantage in leadership. Goal setting as an advantage in leadership. First things first, John Maxwell said that everything rises and falls on the shoulder of leadership. John Maxwell taught us specifically to say nearly every problem is a leadership problem. And this is very key. This is very key. Nobody needs to tell you. When you look at the climb that we have found ourselves, when you look at the country where you have found yourself, you will find out that repeatedly, almost every problem you can identify stems from lack of effective and progressive leadership. And so today I want us to be looking at goal setting. When I joined after my meeting and I was listening to my big brother speak, he mentioned vision. And you see, one of the most important things you must understand is that goal setting is actually the system by which visions are established. I repeat, goal setting is actually the system by which visions are established. Well, because vision is about the ability to see that which is ahead, the ability to see what many have not yet seen. And goal setting is also about the future. It is about the power to identify what you truly want to achieve in the days to come or in the days ahead of you. And it is important because for us to be effective leaders, we must take personal growth very seriously. Now, hear what I'm about to say. You see, goal setting is a fundamental path of personal development. I repeat, goal setting is a fundamental path of personal development. And personal development is simply the key to personal growth. Personal development is simply the key that facilitates personal growth. To define goal setting, it is to note that goal setting means identifying what you want, which is a desired outcome, designing a plan, which is a strategy, and executing that plan, which is action, in order to attract that outcome that you desire. So when we talk about goal setting, we're talking about the activities that leads to you identifying exactly what you want, designing a plan to get what you want, and doing exactly that plan to get what you want. Number two, when you talk about goal setting, we are talking about a system for customizing your life. I repeat, goal setting is a system for customizing your life. When you begin to learn the power of goal setting, you begin to have a life that is your own. So goal setting is the system of customizing your life and personalizing your success. Many of us are living a life that is not our own. Many of us are living a life that is our own, and our success is not personal. Why? The life we're living is the life that people want us to live. The life we're living is the life that people have placed expectations upon. It is not your life. And so when we talk about goal setting, it is beyond setting goals. When we talk about goal setting, it is beyond identifying what you want. It is about customizing your life, making your life your own, and making your success personal. So goal setting is about making your life your own. Now, when you look at the definition of goal setting I gave you, you will find out that there are three key elements. Three key elements of goal setting. And tonight, in the next 10 minutes, I will try to explain these three elements. They are a brief summary of everything that is goal setting. My goal setting class lasts 7 hours, but I'm about to give you something you can use in 25 minutes. Number one, identify what you want. Identify what you want. I want to ask you a simple but clear question. What do you really and truly want for your life? What do you truly want for your life? I can bet it that the life you have now is not the life you really want. I can bet it that the job you have now is not really the job that you want. I can bet it that the bank balance you have now is not the bank balance you truly want for your life. Goal setting is about identifying truly and exactly what you want. It is about what you want, not what others want for you. Many of us have goals, but not our own. Many of us have desires, but not our own. It is forced on us by our parents. It is forced on us by society. And some of you that are a little petty, the goals you currently have, they are forced on you by social media. You don't even have a mind of your own. Everything you want is what people have forced you to want. You do not have the courage to want what you want for your life. Goal setting requires the courage to want what you want. And know that what you want is okay. Know that what you want is okay. Your goals are valid. Don't let anybody deceive you. Many of us are trying to achieve similar outcomes so we feel successful. Listen to me, nobody is a standard for success. Your standard for your success is the goals you set for yourself. That is why the definition for success is the achievement of set goals. I hope somebody is following me. And so when we talk about identifying what you want for your life, we have to take it into three places. Number one, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? This is about what you want to become, and this is about your being. Number two, what do you want to do? What are the activities you would like to execute in your life? Number three, what would you like to have? We are talking about possessions. We are talking about possessions. You see, when we talk about what you want, we are talking about the end. Listen to me. A goal is the end to which all efforts are directed. When we talk about what you want, we are talking about your goal. And when we talk about your goal, we are talking about the end, not the means. Do not forget, they say the end justifies the means. Meaning there are two things in that relationships. That all realities are products of an end and a means. All the equations for achievement require an end plus a means. So when we say what you want is an end, we are simply saying that money is a means. Why do you want money? We are saying that power is a means. Why do you need power? Many of you don't understand that nobody needs money just for money's sake, and nobody needs power just for power's sake. There is always an end to which we need money. There's always an end to which we need fame. There's always an end to which we need power. The question is simple. Why do you need this money? You will then find your end. Why do you need power? You will find your end. Why do you need influence? You will find your end. When we say what you want, we are saying exactly the end to which you are doing everything you are doing. Number two, design a plan. Every goal needs a plan to happen. Every goal needs a plan to happen. A wise man said that wars are not won by size, but by strategy. It simply means strategies are very important for the realizations of dreams. Strategies are important for the realization of goals. You need to have a strategy for that thing you truly want. You need to come up with a plan for that desire that you have. Many of us want to have things, but many of us are not designing an effective plan for the attainment of our goals. What do you need to get what you want? What do you need to get what you want? Hear what I'm about to say. Everything you want has requirements to be attracted. Everything you want has needs that must be met for it to come to you. Many of us do not have what we want because we are not meeting the needs that can attract what we want. You cannot become a doctor until you go to medical school. Medical school is a need you must meet to get the doctor you want. Many of us, you can't be a lawyer till you go to law school. There are certain needs that must be met for what you want to truly come to your life. Very important. So what is a plan? It is the means to the end. The first one is the end to which you need a means. The second one is the means to get to the end. A plan is a means to get to an end. A plan is simply how to get what you want. A plan is a series of steps to take to get what you want. It is a series of steps to take, meaning you cannot arrive at your goal. You cannot achieve any goal without taking certain specific, definite steps. A plan is also set of actions, set of interrelated actions that must be engaged to attract your goals. Set of actions that must be engaged. Meaning what? You need to come up with a plan, a design that shows the series of steps that you need to take for that goal to find you attractive. You need to come up with a plan, meaning the set of actions that must be engaged. You cannot have something by doing nothing. I repeat, you cannot have something by doing nothing. Your goal is something you want. It will require you to do something to get. And so, plan is about steps to take and actions to engage. So the first thing you do is to come up with what you want. The next thing you do is to come up with what needs to be done. Identify the actions to take. Identifies the step to take. Very, very important. They said a wish. They said a goal without a plan is but a wish. A goal without a plan is but a wish. What does this mean? It simply means the realization of every goal is dependent on the plan and its effectiveness. Many of you do not have a definite plan for your life. Many of you do not know what you need to do now and what you need to do later so that you can have the life you really want to. Many of you are gamblers with your life. Many of you are gamblers with your life. You are taking a risk with your life by not coming up with a plan. To live in default setting is to live in a perpetually falling state. To live in a default setting is to live in a falling state. If you will rise in life, you must rise by a plan. If you must win in life, you must win by a plan. Planning is no longer an excuse. Planning is no longer a luxury you can have. Planning is now something that is compulsory if you want to have a life that is meaningful. Hear me, you cannot afford to live a life that is not designed. What is the plan for that goal? What is the plan for that dream? What is the plan for that job? What is the plan for that marriage? What is the plan for that business? What is the plan that you have to make your life a life that wins? A life of influence, a life of impact, and a life of income. What are you doing about that? Do you have a plan? Every year I come up with what I need to do to make significant progress in my life. Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan for your academics? Do you have a plan for your family? Do you have a plan for your leadership? Do you have a plan for the city that you live? Oh, I have a plan for Kaduna State that I have been following meticulously, that has grown my influence and my impact across the state, far and wide. No goal can be achieved without a plan. And I repeat, a goal without a plan is but a wish. Number 3 and the last point, execution. 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 The word execution simply means carrying out a plan. Many of us know what we want. Many of us have designed a plan, but few of us are carrying out that plan intentionally and intelligently. Many people come up with a plan on paper, but they live in the paper. They never carry it out. Listen to me. It is plans you carry out that carry you up to reach your goals. It is plans you carry out that carries you up to reach your goals. It is one thing to plan. It is another thing to carry it out. It is one thing to plan. It is another thing to perform that plan. It is the execution of plans that brings goals. It is the executions of plans that makes your goal attracted to you. Hear what I'm about to say. All results are product of actions. Even though not all actions can produce good results, but all results, good or bad, are product of actions. Meaning what? There will never be a result in your life that will not be the product of an execution of a task or an execution of an idea. The result you want in your finances is waiting for you to carry out a plan you have. The result you want in your platform is waiting for you to carry out a plan that you want. The results you want in your marriage is waiting for you to carry out a plan that you have. Hear me very, 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 very clearly. If you do nothing, you will get nothing. Everything you want requires something you must do. Taking massive actions is not a luxury anymore. Taking action is the only way you become attractive for your goals to come to you. As I close, I told you I would do just 20 minutes, 25 minutes. As I close, I don't know what you have heard, but I brought you a summary of goal setting. That it is about you identifying what you truly want then coming up with a plan. You know, by the grace of God, this platform is going to allow us teach you these topics in its fullness. I will teach you how to identify what you want. I will also teach you how to design a plan. And I will teach you how to carry out executions. Why? Because doing something does not necessarily lead to what you are looking for, but doing nothing will give you an automatic outcome called nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, goal setting is an advantage in leadership. Goal setting is an advantage in your life. Why did I say that? If you start learning to set goals, you will start taking responsibility for your life. And if you take responsibility for your life, you have given yourself permission to make progress. And when you start making progress, you have already created room for others to follow. So if you want to be a leader, an effective one at that, you must begin by goal setting, which is a system of establishing vision, coming up with plan and executing that plan. Goal setting forces every one of us to become responsible in taking a risk in our lives. God bless you all. Thank you for having me. Oga Joshua, hand over.
God bless you. Wow, full stop. See, I don't go dress up well. You don't charge me up. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Guys, what's going on? Are people still here, or have you been bulldozed? Amazing. Every step, every statement, every point is clear. Sir, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear. A lot of us, a lot of people actually, a lot of people just they just do mouth service. They play their destiny. It's just a mouth service they offer to their destiny. No real work. No real work. And no real work. And that is what we are that is what we are discussing. That is the point that we are establishing across all these conversations that we have. It's just a mouth service. No real work. No work. And a lot of people, they underestimate the quality of their ignorance. They underestimate the quality of their ignorance. They underestimate the quality of their ignorance. They don't know how powerful the ignorance is. You can be discussing with someone and the person is unable to actually, it's one thing to know that you don't know. It's another thing to, a lot of people don't even know that they don't know that you don't know. It's 3 levels. And amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, before Mr. Mamman goes, we will take some questions. So very quickly, if you have any question, we'll just put the questions in the comment section. Put the questions in the comment section. We'll just take a few questions for Mr. Mamman.
Is there any question?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Wow. I never see this dimension. This dimension is different too.
Now for you, now for special people.
Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So the first question here is, how do you become an executor, one who takes action? That question is from God Sent.
Now, Very important question. You see, execution is carrying out, meaning for you to become an executor, the first 2 points must be in place. For you to become an effective executor, you must know what you want. One. Number two, you must have a plan to follow. Number three, to become an effective executor, meaning effective actions must be taken. Three things I usually tell people. Number one, for you to be an effective executor, you need to be informed, because if you know better, you will do better. Execution is about doing better. So it means information or education or knowledge improves your ability to execute better. Number two, if you want to be a good executor, you must be intelligent in carrying out. And when I talk about intelligence, I'm not talking about book. No, I mean you understand the order of things. For example, nursery school comes before primary comes before university, secondary school comes before university. So to become a doctor, there is a process. And that process is an intelligent arrangement of actions. So your first thing is information. The next thing is intelligence you must apply. There's an action that must come first before the next. You can't just do what you like, how you like it, and get a result. No, sir. You can't be haphazard and provide and be a sharpshooter. It will not work. And lastly, intentionality. Intentionality simply means every action you take is determined by the goal you seek. Meaning you are not shooting stray bullets. You are only taking actions that are driven by the goal. Actions that you know are related to the goal. Three things: intentionality, intelligence, and information. When you add this to knowing what you want, which is the goal that drives you, and then coming up with a plan to follow, these three things will make you an effective executor. You will find you having extremely great results. I hope that helps.
Awesome. 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 All right, we'll take a few more questions. Let's see. Oh, we use some real questions. How do you balance life challenges with executing set goals? Do you take a pause? You have to write that question again. I don't understand that question.
We need to understand questions to answer it.
How do you effectively set plans for your goals? If your goal is to get a degree, how do you plan towards it? So, hold on. So I don't answer that one yet.
Joshua, you sure say these people no go register for the class December?
They have to register. No, they have to. They have to register. They need to register. I have goals that I have planned for, but they are long-term goals. How do I keep them relevant so that I don't lose them on the way?
Long-term goals.
Yes, I just answered the long-term goals part. The person said, I have goals that I have planned for, but they are long-term goals. How do I keep them relevant so that I don't lose them on the way? I think that's a good question.
Very good. Now, you see, the very important thing you must understand about goals is that they can either be long-term or short-term. But the problem we have with people is that they do not know that all their goals are meant to be relation. There must be a relationship. So what do? Your long-term goal should give birth to your short-term goals. They should give birth to your short-term activities. You see, where you are going will determine the direction you are taking. You can't want to go to another place and you are taking a direction that takes you to a completely different place. You are going to have to do different journeys. So when your goal is long term, learn to break it. There's something I call grinding, breaking your goals into smaller goals. So you have a 10-year goal, break it down into 3. Break it down into 5, break it down into 3, and break it down into 1. Then you will now identify what activities am I going to start to do to hit my 1-year goal? What activities am I going to be doing to hit my 3rd-term goal? That's how you do it. It is the same process. The difference is that you must continue to do. For example, if you want to live for 1 year, you must first live for 1 day. Oh, you need to catch this wisdom. If you want to live for 1 year, you must first of all live for 1 day. If you want to live for 10 years, you must first of all live for 1 day. Now, when you want to live for 10 years, you must live for 1 day. You must live for 1 week. You must live for 1 month before you live many months. Then you live for 1 year. It is the same process to achieve 1 year that will lead you to achieve 2 years, 3 years, up to 10 years. If you understand this example I have given you, teach us to number our days. Why? We live in we count our lives in years, but we live it in days. This is the wisdom. We count our lives in years, but we live our life in days. So years can be broken down. That's how your goal. So the way you have 10 years, you bring it down to 5. That's the same process. The question now is that how do you live through 1 day? How do you live through 1 week? How do you live through 1 month? These are the things that you fill in the blank, and it will keep your momentum going. If you want to be a billionaire, how many million can you make? And that will help you.
Amazing.
You sure this question will not take your time?
Amazing. Oh, wow.
You have a lot to say. Oh.
Yes. I have a couple of things that I also need to add so that but definitely, I mean, you can reach Mr. Mamman on social media. Just search Elisha Mamman everywhere. On YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Just search Elisha Mamman everywhere. On YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and you can reach him.
If you want to send me a message, Instagram is better.
Okay, Instagram
not Facebook.
Is better. Instagram is better. Okay, so Instagram, it's better to reach him directly. All right. Okay. Thank you for giving us your time this night. I understand, what you had to do to give me this time. So I really appreciate. Really appreciate. Thank you so much. We do not take it for granted.
I appreciate.
We go meet for that junction. That junction, they go.
Yes, so we go. I still have another meeting to run.
We go meet. Thank you so much, sir. So people should show Mr. Mamman some love in the comment section as he goes back to doing what he has to do. So much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Come on, remove me now.
All right. So let us then begin to get and see how we can begin to round up and put some direction to all of the learnings that we've done today, right? A lot of what Mr. Mamman said, a lot of what Olumati said, a lot of all those things, what you will find is that the assumption around it is that you think that you know it. All right, that's the first primary assumption. The first primary assumption is most people approach this conversation like they were born to know how to communicate. I was speaking to a prodigy a few weeks ago, and she was telling me that she's currently 22, and that in the last 4 years she has always been confused about what it means to love. And this was where I got a bit worried. And her primary source of education of what love means, wait for it, is in watching K-pop, right? That it was when she started watching K-pop that she started realizing that, oh, so when somebody is in love, this is what the person does. When somebody is not in love, this is what the person does. When somebody is angry, this is what the person does. I mean, for you to find a 20-something-year-old person whose primary source of education is content being pushed out, not to educate the person, but to harness the person's attention. This is the challenge that we are facing in today's world, that there's an overload of information, there's an overload of data, but there's no real knowledge development block that is readily available, that is easy accessible, and that is affordable, and that is top quality for people to access. And this is a big challenge. There are so many people who are business owners right now that are struggling, right? Whenever I employ staff, I always just seem to get my employment wrong with my staff. My staff is always trying to leave. My staff is always this. They are my vision. How do I know when to transit? Or you are in your career, for instance, and you are at the point where you're asking yourself, how do I actually know what next? How do I figure out what next? I've been at this job for the last 5 years. I've been at this job for the last 10 years. I've been at this job for the last, I'm at a job where I'm giving it all my time, but I don't have enough money to do the things that I need to do with my life. How do I go about this? How do I do this? And how do I solve that? And so a lot of persons are in that type of situation. A lot of persons are in those type of situations, right? And whether in your life, whether in your business, or whether in your career, I strongly believe that building and developing your leadership will put you in the most comfortable position to succeed, because success at every level is an exact science. There are principles that shape and govern production at every level, right? And your education at the level you are playing in is always responsible for the results that you are experiencing at that level. All right. So the changes that we must be able to begin to execute, and how we must be able to, so in terms of setting goals, in terms of building our leadership, you have to get the right kind of education. You have to get the right kind of education. There's no way around this. You have to get the right kind of education. You have to get the right kind of leadership education, right? And at personal levels, it tells even more so, because at the point we're in right now, you have to be able to identify not just what you are trying to achieve. You have to be able to also know with clarity what you are not trying to achieve. Because every time on social media, somebody is pitching a business to you, somebody is pitching a product, somebody is pitching a lifestyle, somebody is pitching an ideology. They are all trying to get your attention every time across all our social media platforms, right? So what you will find then is, so how do you find stability? How do you find clarity? How do you define your sense of identity? A lot of persons have never in their life taken an audit of their personal roles in terms of all the roles that they play in their life. They've never taken an audit. They've never sat down and say, okay, I'm 25, right? What are all the key roles that I play? And did I intentionally create these roles for myself, or have I just become a victim of my environment and just the people around me just pushing and shoving me into, and I'm playing roles that I cannot define and roles that I cannot understand? Because at the end of the day, we are the total sum. Your identity is the total sum of all the roles that you are playing, whether consciously or unconsciously. Your identity is the total sum of all the roles you are playing. An identity crisis is not necessarily crisis of identifying who you are. It is crisis of identifying and understanding the roles that you play. Because whether you like it or not, you are already playing a role. You are a son, you are a brother, you are a graphic designer, you are a wife, you are a husband, you are a business owner. All these things are roles. All these things are roles. You are the total sum of all the roles you are playing. The problem is that you wake up in the morning and you don't even know how you enter the role. You don't even know. You wake up in the morning, you go to bed and you're thinking, how did I allow myself to get into this position because you are not intentionally creating, you are not leading. Your leadership capacity and your leadership level is very weak and is very low. You will practically be unable to succeed in the right context and at the right level in today's world without proper leadership at personal levels. You cannot underestimate your ability to communicate right now, to communicate your ideas, to have the clarity of thought. I tell people, a lot of people think that thinking is a natural, thinking. A lot of people think that thinking is a natural experience. No. A lot of people think that thinking is a natural experience. Thinking is not a natural experience. You have to intentionally consume materials that you can process in your thinking. All right. So all these things go around as you go about. We are in a great season of change right now. AI is changing how we operate, how we develop content, how we build businesses out, and how we interact. All right. So how do you as a person find stability in these times? How do you find stability? How do you establish yourself in the midst of all this chaos, all this noise? How do you establish yourself? With all this noise, you go on social media right now, you find every conversation about love is like everybody's fighting. Every conversation about love and dating seems like everybody's fighting each other. How do you find peace and how do you find love in these times? It begins from a clear understanding of who you are and what you're trying to achieve and where you're trying to get to. And that is the beginning of it. Is where leadership begins. It is where leadership begins from. A clear understanding of who you are and what you're trying to achieve and how and the knowledge blocks that it takes to get there. That is the long and short of the conversation we're having here today, guys. Is that do you have the right set of understanding about who you are? Are you clear about what you're trying to achieve? And do you have the knowledge blocks that it takes to achieve it? All right. Part of what we are doing, or what we have been putting together in the last, I could say this is the most important work I've done in the last 10 years. It's the most important work I've done in the last 10 years, right? I would like to really, really introduce you all to our work at the Living Leadership Academy. I would like to introduce you all to our work at the Living Leadership Academy, right? And I would like you all to, oh boy. I would like you all to just get a view of what we're trying to achieve here, what we are doing. I'd like you all to get a view of what we are trying to achieve and what we are doing. It's like I said, I believe sincerely that this is the most important work I've done in the last 10 years. I do believe that it's the most important work I've done in the last 10 years, right? So I would like to right now officially introduce you all to the Living Leadership Academy. There's so much that we are going to be doing with this. There's so much that I know that we are going to be able to do with this. Right. So there's so much that we are going to be really able to do with this. All right. So let me just show you the work. That we are doing right now. All right, so let me just quickly introduce you all to the Living Leadership Academy. As I'm speaking, you can visit it. You can go to www.the Living Leadership Academy right now, and you will be able to see all of the things that we are you'll be able to see all of the things that we are currently doing. All right, so you'll be able to see all of the things that we are currently doing. You can see right here. Our goal is to for you to learn leadership skills that can 10x your life and your career and your business. All right. Of all the things that you are going to be learning, I mean, which is the part I am most excited about, of all the things that you are going to be learning, right? You are going to be learning see, this is MBA level. This is like real highly created level. We are going to be learning about, personal leadership. We're going to learn about principles. We're going to be learning about goal setting. Mr. Mamman and we have an amazing set of faculty members. We have powerful faculty members. Right? And we have powerful faculty members, and I really believe that all of what you have heard is just a taste of the iceberg. It's just a taste of the iceberg. What we are building here will be one of the most important work that I think you will have experienced in a long time, right? So you will learn about personal leadership, how to build your personal leadership, everything that it takes to build your personal leadership in terms of how to build your vision, how to grow, how to grow your influence. You will learn in terms of self-awareness, proactivity. You learn about vision. You learn about time and life management. Very, very important. Very, very important. Right now, you just without thinking, without knowing, you have spent 2 hours, 3 hours on your phone, just flipping. You're going to learn about how to form habit, how to break habits, and how to form habits. You're going to learn about the mindsets and how to build a resilient mindset. Then we are going to get into principles of team leadership, how to work in the corporate environment, team building, effective communication. You understand? In today's world where we are always speaking to ourselves, whether in comment sessions, right now you find somebody who is on the news recently, he's founder of his own company, but he has to be suspended, right? Because of communication, right? What are you saying in public? What are you saying in private? We're going to be learning about public speaking and presentation skills. We're going to be learning about the principle of trust, the principle of synergy, emotional intelligence, conflict resolution and negotiation, right? When we go for the business owners, we'll be learning about entrepreneurship, how to build an online business, problem solving and enterprise thinking. We'll be learning how to identify opportunities and how to generate ideas. Basics of product development and business development, just the fundamentals of how to build a product, how to take it to the markets, how to develop a business, how to build turn your ideas and turn your ideas into products. We're going to be learning how to structure your business, how to build systems, sales and marketing, the basics of business funding, how to raise funds, how to apply for grants, the legal part of business, customer acquisition and retention. For those who are in career, there's an aspect there's a course on personal branding and professional identity. You can see all that. You can go through it. Understanding entrepreneurship, how to land your first job. For those who are for the career part, we have MOUs with many. We are signing MOUs with recruiting companies, talent management companies as well, and we are telling them, hey, you know what? Graduates of the Living Leadership Academy deserve opportunities. They deserve opportunities, and we are creating so many opportunities for them. So when you are a graduate of our academy, you have access to all of these opportunities to get a job, to get an internship, because we have developed partnership and we have built a relationship with recruiting companies and talent companies as well. All right. So how to lead at work, navigating corporate dynamics, strategic career planning. You are in a job right now. Do you know what will happen in the next 2 years? Do you have a clear cut next 2-3 plans for the next 2 years, for the next 5 years, so that you don't get into fatigue and then you begin to panic? I always tell people that the best time to get a job is when you have a job. The best time to be looking for your next job is when you are enjoying your current job, right? So professional, we'll also be discussing how to build your career, how to have a clear career plan for 5 years, for 10 years, and what to do in the midterm. Professional networking for growth, advanced negotiation skills for advancement. So people, you are in an interview session, they're asking you, so what will be your salary? What's your salary? You say, sir, you people know now. You already know what you want to pay me now. No, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it at all. You must have a number in mind, and you must have the confidence to say those kind of numbers. Those are the things that we're going to be teaching. And this is not just me. I will soon get to our faculty. We have some of the best minds. Not just the people who are here, more people are going to be joining us. All right. There's also financial management, introduction to personal finance. All right. You are making money, but end of the month, you don't have money. You are always in debt, but you have a job. How do you build discipline? There's an understanding of how to build personal finance, right? How to manage your finance, how to grow it, right? Business introduction to business finance for business owners, all right? Budgeting and planning, budgeting and financial planning for anybody who how to at your personal level. Do you have a budget? Do you have a financial plan? Do you know how much total income entered your account in 2025? In 2024? Do you know where your highest spending went to, and do you know why? These are intelligence you must be able to extract and then use to inform yourself for the next phase of your life. We are going to be discussing debt management and credit. Is it good to get debt for a business? Why borrow, loans, and all that? We are going to be discussing savings and investment fundamentals, the laws of how to save, where to save from, then investment and all that. How to create multiple streams of income. We will be talking about that. Wills, estates, and legacies. We'll be talking about that as well. Health is not left behind. We'll bring in doctors and health experts to discuss how to build a healthy lifestyle. There are 20-year-olds right now having high blood pressure. 35-year-old, you're already having high blood pressure. You can't sleep properly. You're not sleeping well at night. You are not your health is just in shambles. You are depressed. Because we are always indoors. Always indoors. So much depression is because we're always indoors, right? A lot of remote workers, a lot of freelancers, we're always indoors. So you're always in your own head, in your own thoughts. How do you build a healthy mental health and healthy body, healthy mind as well? We're also going to be focusing on that. One of my favorite part of this program, the basic leadership program, that's what I'm showing you right now. The basic leadership program. One of my favorite part of this program is this digital literacy and productivity. This is it's going to be a game changer for those who are going to be a part of this, right? Digital literacy in the connected world. What is good online? You see somebody, they are bringing out their tweets from 10 years ago, from 15 years ago, and they are losing their job today. You are watching it now, and you don't know what to do. We are going to add this to all of what you need to learn. Digital footprint and online identity. Do you know who you are online? Do you know every post you click on, every post you like, every post you comment on, you are building an identity profile for yourself online. And that is what the algorithm uses to pursue you around. You are wondering, how come I'm seeing naked women? Check yourself. What are you clicking? How come I'm seeing is because of your digital footprint. We are going to be teaching how to manage it. Online safety, security, and privacy. So that right now, all of our life is on our mobile phone. Our passwords, our accounts, our documents are all on our mobile phone. How do we make sure that it is safe? Simple security tools and privacy tools for your digital safety and digital health. Digital workplace readiness. You are an online worker. You are a remote worker looking for a remote job right now. What are the things you need to know? We are going to be learning all of that. See, there's so much. We're also going to be learning about relationship and family. All right. So there's so much. Our faculty, of course, myself, I'm the lead facilitator, but look at the amazing facilitators, right? Jago is going to be part of it. Mr. Mamman is going to be part of it. Olumati Isaiah is going to be part of it. There are so many other people in the works. We have doctors who we are still working on building the partnership. Dunamis is going to be part of it for branding. They are all faculty members, all right, at our academy. They are all faculty members at our academy. Guys, this is going to be a very, very powerful, very, very powerful investment that I believe that you should make, right? Now, for everybody on this call who wants to be a part of this thing goes for about 30,000 naira to be a part of the academy. It's a 4 weeks. It's about 9 to 12 weeks of learning, of intensive learning, live session, videos, intensive learning. It's about 9 to 12 weeks, right? So this is going to be an amazing session. This is going to really transform your life. All right. It's about 30,000 naira, but for those who are on this call right now and you are willing to actually make commitment, or even if it's just a part commitment, or make payment for it, you are going to get a discount on this call, and you are going to get the link in the comment sections to where you can pay directly, right, for this basic leadership program. It kicks off in January. You run a business, you have staff members. This is something that you should actually get to them. This is something that you say to them, see, in January, I'm going to make sure that my staff or members of my company, members of my organization attend. I'm going to make sure that members of my organization attend. I am going to make sure that members of my organization. So you want to make sure that, you know, people around you, just your younger ones, your friends, yourself, you make this investment and begin 2026 in a very, very, very powerful way. You make this investment and begin 2026 in a very, very powerful way. All right. There's so much. All right. The link is in the comment section. Austin is going to drop the link right now in the comment section. So you can access it. The link to the page is also going to be in the comment section as well. All right. The link to the page is also going to be in the comment section as well. So you can right now just click the link, explore the site. Let me know what you think. What we are doing right now, what we are doing is going to be a game changer. All right. So what we are doing is definitely going to be a game changer. So I like you to really, really just commit yourself to being a part of this. We are just launching this right now. In the next few weeks, we are going to be pushing a lot of this information out there and making sure we are getting the right set of people into this academy. This is going to be a game changer. I know for sure it's going to be a game changer. All right. I'm going to be looking at the comment section, some of the questions that I'm seeing here. All right. I don't have a mentor. Oh, wow. The mentor thing is it's a different conversation right now. All right. So that's pretty much everything. I would like to, am I missing anything? Austin, am I missing anything? I would like to thank you all who showed up and who stayed with us throughout. The link is in the comment section. Please click the link, explore the work that we are doing. The links are there in the comment section as well. So explore all of the work that we are doing. Be a part of it. As you know, reach out. Yes. So for those who want to take the discount, just click on the Paystack link. That Paystack link is specifically for a discount. If you check the price on the site, you see that it's a different price from what is on the Paystack link. So I'm dropping the Paystack link. I'm seeing a couple of people asking for the discount link. That's the Paystack link. Please, Austin, help me. Rita, also help me share as well. The link is there. Copy and share. You can also send directly to those who are asking. Right. The link is there right now. The link to the site is there. The link to the discounted price for everybody on this call, and everybody who registered for this meeting will get emails to rewatch this session and also to be a part of this discounted offer that we are giving. Right. Again, this academy, I couldn't be more proud. Like, no matter what, I couldn't be more proud I'm privileged to be able to give birth to this right now for my generation, right? So I am. So yes, the program is virtual. It's 100% virtual, and live sessions every week, pre-recorded videos so you can watch at your own pace. You are going to be a part of my community where you have access to all the mentors. You have access to one-on-one mentorship. You have access to engage with the mentors and facilitators. You have access to all these people, one-on-one, right? You have access to one-on-one mentorship with all the people. Like, these are just the few people we have been able to process. There are so many other speakers teaching. You can see the amount of things we are covering. You can see the amount of things we are covering. This is going to be loaded. It's going to be from 9 to 12 weeks. 9 to 12 week to week, new videos, live session once or twice a week. depending on the schedule that the students will agree on. But minimum once a week, there'll be live sessions, right? Then once a month, there'll be Q&A session with all the mentors directly, one-on-one Q&A sessions with all the mentors, just taking questions. The goal of this thing is about 10xing your life, your business, your career. The goal of this thing is the goal of the Living Leadership Academy is about 10x, is to 10x your life. You must experience. Come 2026, you have to be ready. Goal setting wise, you have to be ready. Vision wise, you have to be ready. Clarity wise, you have to be ready. Knowledge wise, you have to be ready. Right? In your business, you have to be ready. It's no more cut and join, no structure, nothing. Come and learn how to structure your business. Come and learn it. This one is not, no, we are going to be teaching. It's a full-fledged course on how to structure your business, generate, how to apply for grants and all that, business development, so many aspects of how to be the problem solving and enterprise thinking. What's entrepreneurship? For your career, there's a career part, how to build strategic career planning, long-term career path planning. All right. For finances, for your money, how to build multiple streams of income. How do you go about it without carrying all your income from one place and put in one place and you lose it and you go broke trying to pursue more income? This is going to be powerful session. So it's going to be about 9 to 12 weeks. We have communities on Telegram, on WhatsApp. You have this direct interaction with all of the mentors, live sessions, one minimum of once a week, but we are looking forward to having it twice a week. Live Q&A sessions is 100% online. 40 plus live videos that you can watch in your own pace. We are going to be sharing templates. We are going to be sharing ebooks. We are going to be sharing courses. We are going to be sharing so many things, community support, and at the end you get the certification. It's going to be about 30,000 a year after this launch. But for everybody who is on this call and for everybody who registered to be a part of this, whether you could be here or not, you are going to be getting a discounted price to be a part of it. Or you can also pay through transfers, and somebody's going to make that available in the comment section as well. If you want to pay through transfer, just make sure you send us your proof of payment. If you want to lock in, let's say, part payment right now, just to secure this discount, you want to lock in this part payment right now, you can as well do that right now as well, and then complete payment before school resumes. So all of that information you can get in the comment section. Somebody's going to be dropping that as well. So all our facilitators are ready. Dunamis will be teaching on personal branding, which is his forte. Kingsley will be talking about sales, business development, which is also his forte. I will be discussing the fundamentals of personal leadership, team leadership. Elisha Mamman will be teaching on goal setting and some of the leadership conversation. Olumati will be discussing on business, and Jago will be discussing on finance. We have we're in conversation with so many other amazing brands and teachers who will be coming on board to be a part of what we are doing as well. So you should take advantage of this and make this investment for your 2026. You should take advantage of this and make this investment for your 2026. I believe you should take advantage of this and make this investment for 2026. It's something that you will not regret. So the certificate is going to be certificate of basic leadership certification. It's going to be a basic leadership certification by the end of the 12 weeks. It's going to be a certification in basic leadership. Certification in basic leadership being issued by us. All right. So again, amazing stuff. I am genuinely excited about what is going to happen in the coming weeks. I look forward to receiving you and bringing you on board to become part of what we are doing. And if there are no any other questions, so just take a. So we are beginning with the basic leadership program. All the courses there is all under the basic leadership program. If you make payments, if you make an investment right now to be a part of it, you are going to be learning every single thing there. Every single thing there, you're going to be learning within the 9 to 12 weeks. Every single thing there, from personal leadership to team leadership to entrepreneurship to career, just in case you're still trying to figure out what you're trying to do, how you want to go about it. You are going to be learning every single thing: your health, your finances, your relationship and family, right? You see people, celebrities and their political husbands fighting online. So it's not even about who have money or who have money. It's about who has knowledge, who has the right education to produce results in that area, right? So guys, Uche, we are beginning with the basic leadership program, and it covers all the courses. All the courses you are seeing on that platform, on the website, is all under the basic leadership program. They are all under the basic leadership program, and we are bringing amazing minds to teach and to share on all of what you are looking at. They are a full package. Yes, they are all a full package. Yes, that's what I just explained. All the courses, I'm seeing the question, like all the listed courses on the site, are they independent courses? No, they are all part of the basic leadership program. Once you are a part of it, in the 9 to 12 week, you will be learning everything. Now, we made it this wide and have this variety because we want to make sure that you have a full-on experience of what it means to build leadership across all areas of your life, at your personal level, in your business, or in your career. Now, if you can say, I'm not a career person, so that's why it's an elective. You can choose to not attend that, although we do encourage to attend all the courses, all the sessions, because they are going to be available for you. So why not take advantage of it? Right? So you can attend. You will get everything in that session. You'll be getting it, everything there. All right. 10 years ago, this is the last thing I'm going to say. I think it was about 10 or 12 years ago, my own journey to leadership began. I started my journey to leadership about 10, 15 years ago, right? And but one of those moments I can never forget was when I attended a leadership school in Lagos, right? I remember coming from that place thinking, oh boy, I have been living my life with so much cluelessness and so much ignorance. And it was the changes that I started making from that moment. Before the academy structure, before we gave birth to this academy structure, I have had multiple sessions like this with multiple persons, and the testimonies are there. Time will fail me to share. When we re-edit this and repackage it and send it to you, I will add the testimonials of so many people who have gotten jobs right after they took our session. Right? By the time we clarify, prepare you for interviews, you learn how to get into. We're not going to be teaching fluff. We're going to be teaching real, practical, real world stuff, right? And how it applies in the real world, right? And that's what I want you to take advantage of. That's what I want you all to take advantage of. So, right? Again, please, Austin, please kindly put the links again in the comment section. For those of us who are a part of you registered, you got emails. After this session, we're going to be sending some emails to you just to, give you another sense of what today was about. Formally then introduce the academy to everybody who registered. For those who could not be here, for those who were here, we've already had some people who already secured places for their staff already. We have a couple of seats already filled up, right? So you want to be a part of this. You want to connect and get into this thing. Your 2026 should not and does not need to go, without some level of clarity, without some level of understanding of what you're trying to achieve and how you're trying to get there. A lot of people act like they know what they are doing. So many people act like they know what they are doing. Not so many people know what they are doing really. In my few years of engaging, of questioning, of teaching, of training, and of speaking, what I know for sure is that so many people act like they know what they are doing. Not many people really know what they are doing. All right. I look forward to seeing you be a part of the Living Leadership Academy. And I know that the guarantee, our promise, the Living Leadership Academy promise is very simple. 10x experience across your life, your business, and your career. True leadership development, not false hope, not telling you try to play on your desperation. No, we are going to be teaching you practical leadership education, practical leadership skills that converts and creates improvement directly in your personal life, creates improvement directly in your business and your career, and even in all other areas of your personal life, of your life and all that. So thank you all. I'm seeing Sonny, yes, I'm seeing, is there a benchmark for how much part payments can be made now? Well, the benchmark will be eh, let's say 10. I think if you pay half of it, the discounted. If you pay half of the discounted price, I think you can get you can secure a seat, and then as long as you make payment before. Um, as long as you make payment. All right. So as long as you make payment before the school starts, the academy starts in January. All right. As long as you make payment before that, I think you should be good to go. So for that person asking Livinus, yes. So if you can, for those who are, I think half of it is about between 10 to 15,000 naira. If you can do half of that, if you can do between 10, as long as it's not less than 10,000 naira, even as long as it's not less than 10,000, that makes sense, right? So between that, will work, and then as long as you pay before, as long as you pay before the school starts, then you can still be a part of it. So you will you will get the you will get the account you can pay. If you are paying part payments, you need to pay into an account and then send proof of payment. So you get it right now in the comment section. Please make sure when you pay, you have a screenshot that we can verify, and you will send it. You will email to. You can check the email on the website, or it's admin@livingleadershipacademy.com, right? So you will get that. All right. So if you check the comment section right now, you can see an account details for those for those asking about paying part payment. If you want to pay part payment to secure your seats, if you want to make part payment to secure your seat, there is an account detail in the comment section right now. Whoa, there's an account detail in the comment section right now. So there's an account detail in the comment section right now. So guys, this has been truly an amazing experience with you guys. This has been truly an amazing experience with you guys. So I would like to begin to say a very good night. Thank you so much to everybody who has been a part of this from the beginning and who has stayed to the end. For anybody who has stayed from the beginning and who has stayed to the end right now, I would like to say a very big thank you. All right. Any more questions? Did I see any other question there? No more question. All right. Thank you. I see you all, Joshua Baz. I see you all, Washington, Uche, Levinos. Thank you all for staying to the end. Shalom. Thank you all for staying to the end. And we'll call it a night right now. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to hearing about the stories of your transformation. All right. Have a good night. Joshua's out.